In this video, I will be showing you assigning range names in Excel, inspired by Annie in the post shown here. Let's take a look. The following VLOOKUP formula references a range of cells upon a certain tab. Now, to streamline this formula, one thing we can do is to name the range. Let's take a look at naming a range. If we go to the Party Codes tab, we see that starting on cell A2 and then going all the way down to B45, we have our lookup source that the formula is using. Well, what we can do is name the range. So I have the whole range selected, and I'm going to give it a name. A few rules that I must follow. I need to make sure that it does not use other references, such as I couldn't call it E12 because E12 is an actual reference. Also, too, it doesn't like spaces, and it is case sensitive. So depending upon how you type it, you must make sure that you are then careful to always reference it in the proper way. This is also going to be an absolute reference, meaning that wherever we use party code, it is always going to reference the Party Codes tab, cells A2 to B45. I'll go ahead and just tap the Enter key on my keyboard to commit to this name, and I have now named that range. If you ever need to edit your ranges, maintain them, and or delete them, or if you inherit a document that you yourself did not build and you're curious if named ranges are being used, you simply go to the Formula ribbon, to the Name Manager. I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and I see indeed that we do have our party code that refers to the Party Code tab, exclamation. Okay, of course, everything to the right of that is a range of cells upon that worksheet tab. Absolutely always A2 to B45. If I wanted to edit this, I simply click Edit. I have an opportunity then to change the reference, any comments to better describe it. I could also delete it, create a new. If I create a brand new one, I give it a name, and then of course I can browse and locate the source. I'm going to close that down and cancel. I didn't really want to create a new one at the moment. We also have an opportunity to look for names that are within our worksheet, within the workbook, with errors or without errors. All right, so there's many ways we can look at this name manager. When I'm done editing, deleting, or creating new items, I simply close the Name Manager box. Now let's take a look at this named range in action. I'm going to switch back over to the Voters tab, and in our formula, I'm going to change the portion. So it's now going to be looking up the value in cell 2 in the table array of. Now I'm typing it incorrectly on purpose because I want you to see that, of course, it doesn't like it. There's no such thing called party underscore code. Well, let's go ahead and fix it. Use a capital C, and it's happy. It works. We can simply, of course, copy that down, and there we have a beautiful formula, easy to use, and it is much shorter and more compact. Of course, there are many reasons to use a named range, whether it's in percent of totals, to always calculate the beginning date of something, to see how on time we are, many reasons. But nonetheless, you can easily name your ranges when and if you need them to behave as an absolute. Keep in mind that named ranges are always absolute. Thanks again, Ani, for inspiring this video. Check out other posts at the link below.